Hi guys, welcome back to the HackShack, and today is Maker Advent Calendar Day 12. I have the box with me here, and I have my friend assistant here.
So yeah, we're on day 12. This is the last day. It's Christmas Eve, so happy Christmas Eve to the folks out there, right? Let's see what we have in the box, but one little quick thing I want to show is that, look at that, that's still working. You didn't get a chance to look at that, so put your finger over that and that number will get lower. No, over the little sensor there. Pretty cool. I'm just going to show you that real quick. Like, touch it and watch the number get low because you're blocking the light. Kind of neat, huh? So anyway, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to zoom back. We'll get back to that in just a second. So let's see what we have in box 12 today.
Oh, see daisy.
Ooh, not much in there, but it's kind of cool. Can you open that up?
Yeah, I think I do need help for that.
Let's see. We have a pair of cutters around here somewhere. All right, here we go. Check this out. Do you want to know what this is all about?
Sure.
So this is a strip of LEDs, which, those are like little, things that light up, right? And it already has this nice little connectors on there for us to use to connect to our board. But these are special LEDs. This is called RGB. And can you guess what those colors, what the colors are that go with those letters?
Green, red, and what was the last one?
What color starts with B?
Blue.
Blue. And so what's neat is that if you can imagine like a little thing in there with like volume controls for each color, as you adjust those up and down, you can make just about every color that there is.
Cool.
So that's what the programming today is going to mess with that. And the neat thing is you don't change the color of the whole strip. You can have them do different things. You can make things go up and down. Like you can do all kinds of animations and stuff. So we're going to be messing with some of that today. These are pretty cool. And if you Google around, NeoPixels is like a brand name of the ones from Adafruit. But I think these are, WS2812 is the type of LEDs these are. If you Google for that or look on AliExpress, you'll see tons of things. So we're going to get right into doing the things for today.
Okay.
Before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to thank today's sponsor, PCBWay.
Ho, ho, ho!
PCBWay is having a huge Christmas sale, and you don't want to miss it. Here's what you can get. Free prototypes for Christmas-themed designs, discounts of up to 50% on PCBs and assembly, and much more. This sale is only valid until December 31st, 2023, so don't wait. Head over to PCBWay now and start saving on your next project. Check the description for details.
Thanks, PCBWay.
Here's the bench. And what we got to do first, I'm going to unplug the Raspberry Pi from the USB here. Okay. And then this is what will be fun for you. You get to disconnect everything. And I'm going to bring this box over here so you can put this stuff in it. So
what do I get to do?
Take all the wires out. We're going to take it apart.
All of these?
Yep. And then put them in here because we're taking everything apart pretty much.
Why everything? Tell me why.
We'll be coming back and using some stuff. You can save the button.
And done.
Right, so I'm going to take this little display out too.
Okay.
It is kind of stuck in there. That's the one that your brother helped with the other day?
My brother.
All right, I think I'm just a little bird told me we might use that, so I'm going to leave that in there. So let's go and look at what our drawing shows for today. Well, I might not overlay a drawing because this is kind of zoomed in and folks might want to see the detail. But here's what we're going to do. I need you to look at these directions right here. So we've got the 3 wires from the end of our LED. Let me position these for you. And so we're just going to do what it says here.
Okay, so it says place the red wire into the BBUS pin.
And so
pin 40.
Pin 40. So it starts this. I might not have told you yet. So this is like 1 through 20, right? But then it counts up here 21 through 40. So actually that last one on this side, that's an I.
Where's red?
Oh, I hope you just have one red.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, okay.
It rhymes, though.
Okay, yeah. So
right
red,
about right here?
Yep, that'll work.
Number 1?
That's right. But yeah, technically that's 40 on the Raspberry Pi. Okay.
Okay. Fit the black wire into the G and D pin, which is displayed at pin 38.
Physical pin 38.
Oh,
so if
sorry.
that's 40, go back 2 or actually skip one, and then that's 38, right? So skip one, and go. No, just skip one.
It's a little bit hard to
Yeah,
do
I'll hold it for you.
So at number 3?
Yeah, number 3 on the breadboard number. Just pull that one wire back if it makes it easier.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me help you for a second.
I think.
Okay.
Okay, done.
Great. So you've got that. No, okay. Did you skip one? Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
2.
So 40, 39, and 38.
Green right to the GP.
28. Yep.
Physical.
Pin 34.
34.
Okay, so put that in 34.
Skip another one?
So the last one was 38. So then let's see. So if the black one's in 38, how many do you have to skip to put that in 34?
38. Wait, 37, 36, 35, 34. So
I'll give you a little hint here.
3?
This one's 33 right here. See that? So that one's 34. So I
7.
think 7. Yeah. So put
So
that one in the
about
one.
3.
Yeah, put that in breadboard spot 7.
Okay. All of them fit in the same exact
Okay,
spot.
so we've got that in there. All right. So that's done. Let's look and see what it shows us next. So we're like that, aren't we? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll add one of our buttons. So we already have a button. It doesn't have to be in the same exact spot. Okay. And then we've got a potentiometer. So let's get that guy in there. Remember from our previous project? Let me find that guy. I'm going to say, let's just put it right here. We'll be a little different than our drawing, but we can figure it out. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So that is that potentiometer. If you guys remember from the other project that where we used that. The little volume control kind of thing.
Okay. Now.
So that's a little different. So let's wire this up as it says. Let's look. All right. So take a jumper. So go from that left, like 30 or whatever it is on the breadboard there, above the switch on the other side. Go in that 30 hole right there. We're putting it in a different place, right?
Okay.
So see, that's what we're doing. See the switch right here? The switch is here, and it goes up to there. See, like the drawing. Put a 28, and then take it over to 20. Good. Now,
And then purple.
go.
Oh, never mind.
Wait. You're right. I think you are right?
Yeah, but the green one.
7's over. Yeah, that's what we already did. So we're hooking this 5 up right here.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
The one above the 5 or 5?
And either one. Those are connected together. And then connect it over to the top rail. Any of these pins if you want. On that far plus sign row. There you go. So now do we match our picture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we do match our picture now. So I'll overlay the image one more time to show folks that what we've got here. All right, so now, oh, are we adding more? Oh, is this more wires now? Oh yeah, for the potentiometer. Okay, let's see here.
So we're adding a couple more wires.
We got to do, yeah, we need 3 more wires for the potentiometer. Whoops. More wires.
So this pink one, this purple one, is gonna go about like right between the red.
So we're gonna put it in the middle. See how the legs
Is
line?
it right here or?
So I'm at, that is, this right here is what that is. 25. So 25, 27, 29 when you look back here, okay? Good for you.
And then so 25. What's next?
Then so you skip one. So I'll hold this up like this for you so it's easier. So skip
Yeah.
one going toward the left. Plug in right there. So after you skip one. So that's the middle pin on the potentiometer. Okay, now this is the skip one more and then plug that one in. Yep, there you go.
29.
Okay. So now we'll just go, I'll just say left, right, middle, okay? So we'll say that's right, this is middle, and we'll call this one left.
Doesn't matter where it goes.
Oops, no. Well, yes, it matters where it goes.
Okay.
Okay, so which one do you want to start with, left or right?
Left, and it's at number 10.
No.
Oh,
This
never
is that
mind.
one. So I'm going to show you what we're touching. So the wire that's in your hand, hold on, which wire are you on? You're on the right
Purple.
wire. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So that goes to there.
Why does it go to there?
That's this pin. See there, that's the one on the right. And that goes up there to the positive. It goes to the same, on the plus on the top.
Oh, I thought.
Yep.
Oh, I thought that one was right.
Yep. So that goes up there.
Where?
Anywhere on that top row of pins with the plus sign. Top row. Yep.
Then
There you
this
go.
one goes to what, 10.
And then the middle one goes to 10, right?
And then the last one goes to
Is that 15 on the top there? Or 18? I think that's 18 on the top. Physical pin 18, that's ground. That's another ground option. Okay. There you go. So that is that. I think that has us wired up like the drawing. You did great there.
Thank you.
All right.
Now, do we need to plug it in?
We will plug it in
Yeah.
just a minute when we get ready for our programming.
Yeah, probably.
And we'll probably zoom out when we show, hopefully, what the lights look like when they're working. So now we're going to do a minimal program here. Let's see here. It says time to twinkle. All right. We're going to follow the directions. It says plug it back in. Do you want me to do that?
Okay, yeah.
We're going to plug our USB back up. Let me zoom on out here. Woo, other way. Okay. So let's go over here. Let's push this over here. All right. All right. Had a little glitch there. Let's try again. Okay, so put our new code in for our first example.
Okay. Bippity boppity boo, virtual writing will show up.
So each one of these, look here at the code as I'm highlighting it. So these are some of the libraries we have to pull in, or modules, whatever you're going to call them, to work with these LEDs, right? And then after we define our strip and what pin it's on and the number of LEDs, right? So we're on 28 as far as the Raspberry Pi goes. That may not line up with the number on the breadboard, okay? And then it's a 15 strip. And the first pixel is 0, like I said. So that should be this one, okay? All right, so we're gonna look at that and we're gonna set it to red. So I believe, and also hit the stop button for us to reset our Pi since we've disconnected it. Hit the stop button there on the far right.
Okay. Stop.
Okay, now hit the go. And when you do, all right, so we're gonna switch over right before you hit it here. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
All right, let's get this in the shot. So that first LED should turn on and turn red.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What color is it?
Red.
Okay, now, I don't think we need to show folks the different programming changes. I want you to let's do some things, right? Change that color change the first color to 0 right here. See, change this to right here. So where your colors are set. What would purple be? I don't know. You know what? Let's go look here. I bet there is a way. I think it even references it in the documentation. I'm going to go look real quick. So we just found this little website that'll let you pick those colors out. So you're looking for a purple, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so is that right?
Just about right there.
Okay, so now I want you to go back over to your program. Now what's that first 3 numbers say? 142,
142,
54,
54,
224. So go over to Thani.
20,
So,
50.
so change those numbers to that same thing with the comma in between,
Which
okay?
one?
They're right here. This is where you set your color. See where it says set your color right there in the comments.
142.
So type 142,
142,
comma, down there.
comma,
What was the second color? Second number?
54,
Okay, type that in.
54, 222. Is that comma?
And 224.
2, 2, 2, 2, 4.
Now don't hit the go button yet. But let's see if this
Do I
matches
need
up.
another comma?
No, you don't need a
yeah,
comma, just
remember.
between the values. That's the last value, so you don't need one there.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to switch back to the bench camera. And let's look at our LED. Let's zoom in on it a little bit. Hit go, and let's see if that changes to purple.
Please change. Yay!
How about that? So play around. You can play around with those numbers, or you can go use the color picker too. It's up to you.
Okay, color picker. Okay. Right here is perfect.
Okay, so you remember those numbers.
42, 179, 147.
Okay. Try that, 147.
147.
Hit the go button. Let's see if it changes to that color for you.
Okay. Oh yeah, it did!
Cool. All right. So that covers the first project, and we kind of went a little extra with it. But that shows folks how those values are what the colors are. So now hit the button there. What in the world? Is it changing colors each time you hit? That is weird. What is going on? Interesting. You know what? I'm going to stop for a second and we're going to go look at the comments for this and see if anybody else had this weirdness going on when you run multiple times like that and it changing. That's very bizarre. So folks, I'm just going to show you here. I'm going to go back over. And this is really just making me scratch my head. I don't know if it's a current drawing, because I'm running this from the Pi 400, so maybe that's my problem, possibly. That may be what's going on here. But you know, I've got it basically back to the way it was. I was playing around with some sleep values and things, and it didn't change it. So, you know, I'm just setting this to 100. I'll try it back to 255. But it just seems odd to me that if I run this multiple times, to me it should just start like and do the same thing every time, unless there's like a strip clear or something. I don't know. I'm gonna try to see if I can figure that out. So I'm just going on to the second example, which we kind of did already when we were playing around, but I'm just going to show you what this does again. Check this out. I'm assuming maybe it's power supply related. So see those colors? These are all supposed to be set to red, the first 5 of them, because it's 0 through 4, right? So it's not doing that. Let's see how the colors are changing. So basically what I've done is I'm going to put this code in main.py, so it should run on auto boot. And then I'm going to move the power to something that has more potential amperage available, because this Pi 400 is maybe that's something with the Pi 400 supplying it, just as an experiment, or we'll try a different cable. But this should turn on every time and light up all 5 red, if it's okay. And this way I can rule out a power thing, okay? So let's push this code to it. All right, so that should run on boot. So let's see if it does that after. So I'm going to unplug it. You know what? I've got a power supply that's just a power supply. Let me hook it to that. That may stretch us off the ground a little bit. Let's see. There we go. It's this. I think it's power related. Because look here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what I may do for this one is we'll have a little thing where I just save the particular program as main. And then I'll just blip and show you what it's running like, because I don't want to move a bunch of stuff around, and I still want to program this on the Pi 400. So that's what it is. It's just not, this doesn't have quite enough power there. So that's doing what it's supposed to. And I'm assuming even if I blip it in and out a few times, it'll come up the same way every time. Yeah. So we can I think we can settle that up to being power supply. There we go. So that answers that question. All right, we figured out our problem clear. Before, I think in one of these previous clips, you saw where I had like a bunch of just strip lines one by one. So as you can see, this next example they're giving us here, this is just letting us use a variable to iterate over that. So this is going to light up all of these through this. And again, I'm going to probably send the code to it and then move the power supply over to actually see it do it, okay? Because this going through the Pi 400 cannot power these guys. I don't have like a powered hub or anything like that. So let's send this to it. All right, so you can see it's lit up here, but it's not what it's supposed to be, right? So watch, I'm just going to move the power supply over from the Pi over to a decent standalone USB power supply, and it should run this on boot. So let's plug that in and see what that looks like. We should see all 15 probably instantly come on, and they should be all yellow. So look here, see? There we go. All of these are on here. So that shows us how that code works, okay? So now I think there's going to be an even better way to do it. Let's check this other code out here. So this example here is showing us another way we can deal with lighting things up. Like if we wanted to light the whole strip up a certain color, you know, we've already defined again how long it is, 15. So you can do this strip fill command, and that basically will say, you know, whatever this variable is, it'll light it, or it'll put it in with those values, right? And then you write after that. So I'm going to push this to it, and look at what we have here. All of these have lit up properly as expected. So that's another way to set your whole strip up as one color with an even simpler command that's built into the library there. So see here, you know, this is just using variables. That way, once we know some values that we like, if we wanted to have it in our program, then we could just reference them by name. So that's what the big benefit you get here. And we will do the same thing here. We'll just throw this over here, and this should light them all up as pink. And I'm not even going to show you it running from the 400 because it doesn't matter, because it's not going to work. So we're going to switch over here to the bench camera, and this code is now on the Pi. So when we hook it up, we should get pink. Let's see what we have. Looky there. How you like this pink? Pretty cool, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. So that's another way to deal with that. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what the next thing is they have for us. All right, so now we're going to do our next example here, which is going to get a little more complicated. Let's check this out. Same things, we're doing all the definitions. We're setting 3 color variables here at the top. And then we've got a list here using this list command for that. And this is a while true that runs forever. All right, so we're doing J in colors. So there we go. And then we're setting up an I to go over each thing. So this looks like it's going to iterate over the colors, and then for each one go over all 15 LEDs. So I think this might, let's see, I believe what it's going to do is, yeah, so it's going to set them all to one color and then wait 0.1 and then set them to all one color and do that. So it's just going to go through red, green, and blue over and over again. That's what this should do. So let's send this to it and see if that's what it does. That's the main thing. It's just kind of inconsistent when you're running from the Pi 400 here. I think because of the amperage or whatever, the current draw, whatever you want to call it. So let's look here. I'll show you if I get them. So see here what it's doing. You can kind of see what it's doing here. Let me get it in the frame. Let's see here. So it's looping around all of them and just going from red to green to blue. So for whatever reason and how that's hitting the strip, this particular one works okay from the running from the Pi 400. So that's kind of neat. So you can see what that one's doing. It's just going through, it's filling the strip with the color and then changing the color and doing it over and over again. And while true, it'll loop forever. So that's what this one does. Okay, so here's our next example. And what it's going to do is going to reintroduce our potentiometer that you saw us, we installed it early at the beginning. We didn't know what we were going to use it for, right? So here's where we're going to make use of that. Everything else here looks the same. Now we've got our ADC that's different, right? And that's what we're setting that up. That potentiometer is going to be referenced how we previously installed that. Color variables are the same. And so everything is pretty much going to be the same here. But if you look, basically the speed is going to be set by this delay value, right? To give it a more reasonable value, it's going to, we're dividing that. And then that should make the potentiometer change the speed of this. So we will see if this works with the 400. So we don't move the thing here. So let's check it out. We're going to push this code over. All right, so even if the colors aren't quite right, I'm just going to, you understand, I'm going to keep it running off the power supply here. So this potentiometer, it kind of works counterintuitively, right? Because the number that the ADC gets is going to be greater, probably with less resistance, I suppose, right? So that makes the, so when it's to the left, if you think of it like a volume knob, that's going to make it faster. So as I turn the volume, or the potentiometer rather, to the right, it's going to increase the resistance, but it's very touchy. So this is wide open, and that is slowing it down a bit. See there? Now, one could probably say, you could invert that value to make the knob kind of work more intuitively like we're accustomed to when you turn it up, the number is faster. So that would be something to experiment with potentially. But basically what we're going to demonstrate here is that by changing the resistance here, we're changing the input on another pin, and that's being directly and on the fly changing a variable in our code. So slow it down and speed it up. So that is pretty cool how that works. Try it out, Claire. Get over there and give that knob a little small movements and you'll see it slow down or speed up real small. As you turn it up, it gets slower. So if you turn it up more, it'll get even slower. Check that out. And then when you go back to the left, it'll get fast. See how slow that's going? So now turn it back, it'll speed up. Or you can make it super slow where it barely changes. See there? All right, so turn it back the other way and see if it gets fast again. See there? How about that? Pretty cool, huh? Mm-hmm. All right. So now let's do our next one here. You're going to help me this time on this one? So get rid of that. Now back arrow up one. Now do your new code. So let's look at this real quick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our button that we put in, okay? And I think what our button's going to do, look here, see how we've got a color? We still got these red, green, blue because we have these, see, we've got the names associated with their numbers. Look, that way we can just refer to them as names, right? And now what's going to happen is it's going to change the color based on, look, it's going to go in order. Each time it's going to start on red, but when you press it, it's going to go green. When you press it again, it's going to go blue. And when you press it again, it's going to wrap back around and go to red. So let's see. This may not work with our power supply, but we will try it. Let's push this code. You want to push the code for us? Okay. See if you can get it to go through a few times. Make sure you press it all the way down and click it. Are you holding it down?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's interesting. If you hold it down, it just cycles through. So that's the code letting it do that, right? So that's what that code does. It tells if you press the button and it moves, it changes its color value. So these LEDs like this, see, you know, you don't have to look back, but see the ones behind us? See how they're doing all that cool stuff? And remember that program I showed you from other projects where you could change it? So at a low level, that's what that software is doing, but we got to see a little bit closer to raw how that works. So I was going to tell you, if you play with these strips and you're interested in this, but also want to see something that somebody else has programmed, but you can also play with too, check out the WLED project. You can find it on GitHub. I'll put a link in the description, and you can, you know, it's mainly aimed at running on the ESP32 and ESP8266 platforms, but if you like lights and stuff and you haven't played with WLED, check it out. It's pretty cool. That's what's running these LEDs behind us. These, this is a similar strip, or, you know, similar technology in these lights behind us, and it's running a program right now. So same thing, just it's got a nice little web GUI you can mess with and stuff, but the code's open source. So if you've done something like this and you're starting out, or if you've been around for a while doing some code, go check it out and you can see what the source looks like. Maybe you can even help improve it. I guess that's about it. Like we said earlier, happy Christmas Eve. We hope that you and yours have a great holiday season. We just hope that you are able to get some rest and enjoy yourself during this holiday season. How about you? Got anything you want to tell folks? And thanks for coming on this journey with us.
Yeah.
Especially you. You've been a trooper, kid, because I know this is not your favorite thing to do at times, but was some, you know, at the beginning you said, is it going to be, I said, does this look boring? And you said it depends. And some of it has been boring, probably, but overall, is it cool to see how we can make things work?
Yeah, I think so.
You think you might be interested in programming? Probably not, or what?
I mean, it's not like my favorite, but yeah, I probably would do it a couple times.
Cool. So I guess that's it. We will see you later. For everybody else that watches my other stuff, I'll probably get back to the normal programming here shortly. And hope everybody just has a good one and take care. Be safe out there. I guess that's it. I feel like, wow, it's good. What are we going to do now with that we're done with this? We're going to have a good time and celebrate the holidays. Mm-hmm. We'll probably cut a bunch of this out.
Yeah, we probably will. But we hope you enjoy your holidays.
Yes, we do.
And if this video gets damaged,
oh, yeah.
I'll come back.
All right.
Yeah.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.